Welcome to Story Time with Miss Esh. Let's say that you had a little extra time in your day and you just want to hear a cool story. That's what I'm here for. Quick story behind this. First of all, I asked my mom to send me Greedy Greenie, which was my favorite childhood book. And she ended up sending me like a whole box of some of my books from when I was a kid. And she said she sent like 12 books. I opened the package and I only received 3 books. And I was like, Mom, I don't see Greedy Greenie. You didn't want to send it. And she's like, I sent it. So, long story short, my mom sent 12 books. I only received 3. And Greedy Greenie is now worth like $50, $60 because they don't make that book anymore. And it's my favorite book. So my mom spent $50 to buy a used Greedy Greenie book that looked like kindergartners had like scribbled all over it. So I'll have to read that one to you next. But she was excited because this was her favorite book when she was a kid. Oh, the Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss. So I thought I'd start off reading this one and then I'll read a couple more to you. So I was sad about my book either being stolen or getting lost in the mail. And then I thought, you know what, if it was stolen, I really hope whoever took it uses these books for good, and maybe they had people they needed to give it to at this time. And if it was lost, whoever ended up with it, I hope they also make good use of it. And I was sad for a little bit, but stuff like that happens, and it is what it is, and you gotta just move on and hope that someone else used it for good. So, anyway, I'm done blabbing, and I'm going to read to you Oh, the Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss. And of course, I had to wear my troll hat for this one because it just felt appropriate with Dr. Seuss. I don't know. So, can you guys... Oh, there we go. That's a good angle right there. Congratulations. Today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself whatever direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the guy who decides where to go. You'll look up and down streets, look 'em over with care. About some you'll say, I don't choose to go there. With your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet, you're too smart to go down any not-so-good street. And you may not find any you may want to go down. In that case, of course, you'll head straight out of town. It's opener there in the wide open air. Out there are things that can happen, and frequently do, to people as brainy and footsy as you. And when things start to happen, don't worry, don't stew. Just go right along, you'll start happening too. Oh, the places you'll go. You'll be on your way up, you'll be seeing great sights. You'll join the high flyers who soar to high heights. You won't lag behind because you'll have the speed. You'll pass the whole gang and you'll soon take the lead. Wherever you fly, you'll be best of the best. Wherever you go, you will top all the rest. Except when you don't, because sometimes you won't. I'm sorry to say, but sadly it's true, that bang-ups and hang-ups can happen to you. You can get all hung up in a prickly perch, and your gang will fly on. You'll be left in a lurch. You'll come down from the lurch with an unpleasant bump, and the chances are then that you'll be in a slump. And when you're in a slump, you're just not in for much fun. Unslumping yourself is not easily done. You will come to a place where the streets are not marked. Some windows are lighted, but mostly they're dark. A place you could sprain both your elbow and chin. Do you dare to stay out? Do you dare to go in? How much can you lose? How much can you win? And if you go in, should you go left or right? Or right and 3/4? Or maybe not quite? Or go around back and sneak in from behind? Simple it's not, I'm afraid you will find, for a mind maker upper to make up his mind. or her mind. You can get so confused that you'll start into race down long wiggled roads at breaknecking pace and grind on for miles across weirdish wild space, headed, I fear, towards a most useless place, the waiting place. For people just waiting for a train to go, or a bus to come, or a plane to go, or the mail to come, or the rain to go, or the phone to ring, or the snow to snow, or waiting around for a yes or no, or waiting for their hair to grow. Everyone is just waiting for the fish to bite, or waiting for when to fly a kite, or waiting around for Friday night, or waiting perhaps for their Uncle Jake, or a pot to boil, or better break, or a string of pearls, or a pair of pants, or a wig with curls, or another chance. Everyone is just waiting. No, that's not for you. Somehow you'll escape all the waiting and staying. You'll find the bright places where boom bands are playing. With banner flip-flapping, once more you'll ride high, ready for anything under the sky. Ready because you're that kind of guy. Oh, the places you'll go, there is fun to be done. There are points to be scored. There are games to be won. And the magical things you can do with that ball will make you the winningest winner of all. Fame. You'll be famous as famous can be, with the whole wide world watching you win on TV. Except when they don't, because sometimes they won't. I'm afraid that sometimes you'll play lonely games too. Games you can't win, because you'll play against you. All alone. Whatever you like it or not, alone will be something you'll be quite a lot. And when you're alone, there's a very good chance you'll meet things that scare you right out of your pants. There are some down the road between hither and you that can scare you so much you won't want to go on. Oh, I messed that up. Between hither and yon, not you. You won't want to go on. My bad. Mistakes, they happen. But on you will go through the weather be foul. On you will go through your enemy's prowl. On you will go through the hackin' cracks howl. Onward up many a frightening creek, though your arms may get sore and your sneakers may leak. On and on you will hike, and I know you'll hike far and face up to your problems, whatever they are. You'll get mixed up, of course, as you already know. You'll get mixed up with many strange birds as you go. So be sure when you step to step with great care and tact, and remember that life's a great balancing act. Just never forget to be dexterous and deft, and never mix up your right foot with your left. And will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed. 98 3/4% guaranteed. Kid, you'll move mountains. So, be your name Buxbaum or Bixley or Bray or Mordecai Alley Van Allen O'Shea. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. It might be Monday, folks, but make this a good day. Make this a good week. What can you learn? Who can you help? What challenges can you face? How can you learn and grow even if you're having a hard time or maybe you're having a good time? I'm glad you guys got to read my mom's favorite book, and I will read you my favorite children's book shortly. So I love you all. Make today good, okay? Be positive. Think of what you're grateful for. I am certainly grateful for you, for my mom, for this book, and for my cool hairdo.